Hey everybody, we're back. This is serious, and I've got Uncharted Waters Super Nintendo Part 8 of a playthrough. Gosh, we've been together for over 8 hours now. This is pretty cool. We've got all the ships, and I've named the ship after the guys that are the mates that are managing them. That way it's easy for me to know who's who and what's doing what, especially in a battle. Got everything equipped. Now here's the deal. We had just increased the rank with the king. And I think that the fame level of my character, is high enough where the king is going to want me to come back right away. If that is the case, then I don't want to get too far away from the port. I'm going to take a little quick jump down to Alexandria and back, and I expect by then the king will want to talk to me. And if he doesn't, he will, because I'll sink ships along the way. There will be fleets destroyed along the way. And every time you sink a ship, your fame goes up. It's really an easy way to get there. What's this? Look, inspect. Let's check this out. Portuguese trade ships. Is that a pirate fleet? Why does it keep saying northeast? Give me a good view now. Give me a good view. Juan's fleet. Alright, he's just a merchant. Which, this'll be fun. We'll talk to him, and he'll tell me where to sell the gold. Yeah, best in Alexandria. Alright, well that's where we're headed. Let me just make sure. Info. Mates, yourself, what have I got? Gold, 1648. Perfect. Alright, we're moving. Moving along. Back to what we were talking about. We'll take a quick trip to passing Seville. See what's going on there. Relatively quiet, nothing happening. We've got the 5 heavy galleons. They've all got cannons. They've got 100 men, 100 gun. Everything's fixed. Food and water's solid. Got one ship full of gold, headed toward Alexandria because that is the best place to sell it. I think last time we were up there, it was selling for, what was it, $12.50 a crate? So, good deal. Passing by Algiers, relatively quiet here. We're not seeing anything. Valencia? Not a peep. Nobody here. Okay. We're continuing on our mission here. I will be stopping at the inn once I get there because I expect the passage of a few days to make the difference in when the king wants to talk to me. I'm using the L and R buttons at times in order to steer the ship. If you press it, it moves it once in the other direction of the 8 verticals, including the southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest. So you've got 8 positions that you can target, and it cycles through them as you're pressing one. So if I were to continue to press it, see how it just turns the ship around. It's not a need, but it's a nice touch. It adds a little extra flavor about steering a ship. The only thing that would be nice to have is a couple sea shanties. The sea shanties from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Did you guys like that game? I loved it. I loved Black Flag. I didn't care so much about having to get off the ship, which leads me to think about, have you guys ever played Katarina, Legend of the Black Cat for PlayStation 2? That was a really fun pirate game. That was a lot of fun. Alright, debark, let's find out. We're here in Alexandria. Doesn't look like there's any ships following me. We have arrived at the port. Let's stop at an inn. Yeah, you know what that's all about. So here we go. Sell. Which ship has the gold? There's a lot of gold here. Look at that. You can barely sell any of it. That's how full it is. Pretty cool. Alright, he says he wants to go to the inn. Let's go to the inn. Just see if there's any mates hanging around. Regis, Francisco. I know both of these guys. I'm not interested in having either one of them. The mates I've got are better than them now. No question. Oh, the king's looking for me. You see that? Alright, let's go talk to him. Just a little day trip down the nice temperate waters of the Mediterranean, and the king all of a sudden wants to talk to me again. I'm so popular. Nice to be popular, isn't it? Here we go. Preparations are complete. 37 days back to port. Let's go talk to the king. You guys know what to do. Now there's only one man who lined up on the way out. If there's 3 people that line up, that means the port is super happy with you. It's only one person that lines up. The port doesn't have a lot of support for you, as Portugal, I'm saying. As far as your country goes, your country support. Alright, we are heading back up, everybody. Heading back up, heading back out. 5 minutes in and the king already wants to talk again. I knew he would. Probably. And this is where the game gets to be a little predictable, in that Once you start sinking ships, all the king's going to want you to do is go find and sink ships. It's just the game's way of continuing to give you what you like to do, which is kind of cool. Oh, who's that? Look, inspect. What we got over there? Inspect it. Whoa, a warship? What are you talking? There's one ship? Oh, this is mine. Take just a little break here. A little break in the action. And down. He's coming, I want to hit him right here. Whoop, there he's back. Turn north, there we go. Let me just triple check, make sure it's the one guy. Yeah, just one guy. Alright, battle. Goodbye. Warships? I don't think I would have used plural here. I don't think I would have used plural. No. Hit him. Hammer don't hurt him. Or maybe you should. Boom. One shot. Alright, who else is coming up on this? Open fire. It's Robert. He should sink him. I'd like Jose to get that ship sink, but no dice. It's alright. What do we pull? Oh, I didn't have any gold. I can't pull any gold off the guy. Because I was full of gold. 1032. Alright. Food and water. It's not going to have a lot of food on the ship anyway. It's one ship. Right? There's the lumber. Boom. Let's just go. I'm not going to worry about the gold. We've got plenty of gold. I've got a whole hull full of gold. Literally. Not gold coin, but gold bullion. Okay. Traveling. Sinking fleets. The only trouble about the temperate waters of the Mediterranean is they tend to be a little too temperate for big ships to make good progress. Once you're using the heavy galleons, you want big currents, big water waves, big winds, in order to send your ships in the direction you want to go. I look here, and well, wind and current are not bad. A 4 is pretty good. It's just not in the direction I want it to be. Alright, tipping the ship to the southwest. What are improvements to this game that would make it even better? If you could have more ships in your fleet, perhaps? Not just a max of 5? I mean, I know that would change the whole dynamic of fleet battles and everything. But it would be fun. Oh, I just saw a guy, but I missed it. I missed him. So here's what we're gonna do. Whoop, there he is again. Who is that? Let's take a look. Another Turkish ship. It's a trade ship. I don't even really care who it is. Momal. Alright, now they're just making us stuff up. They're making up names now. By the time I get to them, it will be nighttime. So, there's that. Whoa! It's coming right up on me. Give me the daytime. Give me daytime. Yep, got him. Battle. Yeah, I'll attack the merchant fleet. Hand over your goods. But I won't spare. I don't know why it says that. Hold on. Let me find out who's who here. Miguel, battle 10. Marco, 14. Very nice. Jose, 5. Okay, I want Jose to do the sinking ship fire shot on this guy. Battle 10. I'm gonna hit a wait. Open fire. Robert's taking his shot. 26. Well, Jose's gonna get a shot on him, but he's not gonna sink him. But at least he'll get a shot on him. Wow, 20 points. I mean, good deal. Alright, here goes. Flagship. I'm wondering if I had played that differently. I got the shot with Miguel and then Robert. Jose would have been able to have done the sinking shot. It is what it is. Roll bracelet. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get the money. I know what you're thinking. Did not get the money. More pimento. It's garbage. It's all garbage. Give me everything you got in your ridiculous little ship and we're out of here. Note to self. Pay the guys. Let's do that. These guys work hard. They deserve more money. I'm sure we've had a loyalty attrition. Yeah, there it is. Keep your guys paid. Marco's a happy guy. Around. Now, if this were realistic and you were going to say, oh, well, you're not as loyal to your captain anymore. And they're like, oh, why? Because you're not giving me money, so I'm not as happy. Eventually, I'm going to get so unhappy that I'm going to go somewhere else. Where else would you go? This is like the strongest fleet on the ocean. This fleet can destroy any other fleet. Alright, at any rate, they always say to save the game. And that's just in case he wants crates of whatever you've got. Which he better not. He better not. I'm gonna go sell the pimento and just make sure. But he sure as heck is not asking for my gold. I'm not giving my gold to him. Pimento, sure. 19, done. Do not ask for what I've got on my ship, because I'm not giving it. Deliver it to the Sultan of Turkey. Yeah, that's fine. Savings. Deposit. All of it. Secret call. So glad we could meet. Have we done flowers yet? I just happen to have flowers on hand, huh? Just whipped them out of my pocket, said here you go. Okay. I can deal with that. I can agree with that. What's the sail time look like up to Turkey? 27? No, let me organize this a little bit. Transfer supplies. Let me organize this a little bit, guys. This is a water ship? Interesting. Okay, and then this is what? Food ship, okay. That's the gold ship. Yep. This is a food ship. Alright, so dump this. Stock up on the water. I think it's the water that's causing us to have a limitation to our sailing. So we'll go back here, we'll pull the water, and then we'll just fill up on water for everything else. So restock water. Just load up. Load up on water for everything. There you go. 124. 34. There we go. That should give us a lot more sailing time. Yeah, 53 days. Okay, here we go. This way, if I have trouble in Turkey, that I do not need to worry about restocking, I can just leave the port, wait a day, come back. Eventually, they'll let them in. It also has to do with your rank, and the fact that you're carrying a letter. If you got a rank and you're carrying a letter, even if they're gruff soldiers, they're still likely to let you in. You have a message. King to king. Kind of like a parlay thing. What's this? There's a ship right on top of us. That's Luciano. You can always negotiate. Oslo. Nice. Alright, we're headed out. Really just looking to sink ships. A nice touch in this game is you don't have to buy gunpowder. Once you've got the cannon, it's just done. Your cannons don't run out of gunpowder, you don't run out of shot. Did anybody ever play the game Cutthroats? Cutthroats was a game where you had to change the different types of shot. That's a pirate, he's mine. Let's get him. Turn the ship around. Hold on. Right on it. There we go. Let him travel up and pace. Pacing. Alright, save. Yes. Not gonna quit. But I do want to be right behind him. Come on, advance that ship one space. I want to be in front of him. There it is. Battle. Pirates. Taste of justice, pirate. Coming at you. Now he's got initiative, but he's got to turn his ships around in order to get us. Only the most agile ships will be able to do that. You gotta have 3-point sails in order to make that happen. These 4-pointers, they don't turn around very easily. Which, you know, maybe 3-point sails are better for combat. I never really thought of it that way. Right, let's open fire and start sinking these guys. Let's fire on him. Robert should take him down. Okay, that's a ship down. There we go, let's hit him. Wow, down to 12. That battle skill is something else. Alright, let's see what they do. They have to come about, unless they're going to retreat, they have to come about if they want to engage. It's like he's trying to run. Alright, find me Jose's ship. I want Jose to get that sinking shot. There he is. I want Jose to take that sinking shot. So here we go. Chase him. Can I reposition this ship? Yep, good. Broadside it, send him down, get a little battle experience for Jose. Good to go. And my flagship will move up to fire here. Weaken him up a little bit. Okay. Down, down. One more. I'm within range, but I wasn't able to turn the ship. That's a little annoying. You can't win hand-to-hand either. Four. One, two, turn the ship, fire. Up and back. Jose gets another shot. We'll see if he can sink him. We'll see. Nope, couldn't do it. Okay. Flagship will do it then. Flagship fires. No problem. I don't know why he's engaging with me. They got 58 crew, I got 92. Even trying to weaken him up isn't going to do any good. Okay, the galleon pulls up alongside. Let's see how this story goes. Well, gotta pull back. 1, 2. Fire on the rear. 70. Oh, that was a miss. Okay. Well, 1, 2. That's not a shot either. Well, there we go. We can get a shot off on him with Marco's ship. And we know he can't get away. I'm going to try my best to sink that ship. I don't think I can this round. See, I could sink him right now. You know what? Let's just end it. Send him down. Had enough. Going down to Davy Jones' locker. Yep, Jose's battle skill improved. That's the goal. That's the aim. We want all of our guys to get good XP. 15,000 gold. That's nice. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Got a lot of food. A lot of food to put away. Let's see what we got. Just go ahead and fill it up. Doesn't really matter which ship it is. And 3 on this one. Robert's ship can take 42. Cool. Alright. Next thing's next. Take the lumber and then dump off 164 so that you can grab all that food up. Don't worry about the water. We can always backfill that at a port. Not a big deal. And we're full. Good to go. That's a pirate down. Who's that? Spanish trade ship. Not a big deal. Debark. Go ashore. Right here. We'll take the opportunity to fix. We'll use just a couple of pieces of that lumber. Make sure that the flagship is in good shape. Dunzo. And then we'll sail. Could probably use a few men to restock, but we'll do that once we get to Alexandria. We did a little hand-to-hand, didn't we? Did some hand-to-hand combat. Whoa, is that the same guy? Probably. Giacomo? Yep. Alright, the two of us are going to go through the strait together. We're moving. Maybe some additional gun styles would help to make this game better. Let's see. What we got? Spanish trade ships. That's Hidalgo. And Luigi. Side note, even if you never see exactly who it is, that's Hidalgo's standard fleet. It'll be a bunch of little ships and one big ship. It's always him. Definitely an identifying fleet structure. Are we low on manpower? Why are my ships moving so slowly? Not a big deal, I mean, getting sailing experience this way. But I'd like to get there. Get there when we get there, I suppose. 1, 2, maybe a little higher, 3, 4. Right here. They're probably also going to Alexandria. I mean, if it's such a cash port where it'll buy for a lot of money, that would make it worth it. And that said, we can go ahead and dump some more money into the hands of our guys. I wish you could give them more at a time, really, because having to do this just over and over again gets pretty tedious. Pay your guys. Where do we go first? Alexandria first or Istanbul first? We'll go to Istanbul first. It's fine. We're gonna pass by the sea that goes up to Italy. Yeah, I'm forgetting. What is the name of that sea? Anybody remember the name of that sea? That little sea that goes up to Venice? I'll have to look that up. Is it the Adriatic? Probably not. Alright. Going for it. Coming up on Istanbul now. This is the capital of Turkey, and I have been sinking Turkish ships. So there's that. Alright, we're going to debark, port call. Here we go. Are they going to let us in? Yeah, they let us in. Alright, let's go talk to the guy. Wasn't I supposed to drop this letter off? That's weird. Didn't he say give it to the Sultan of Turkey? way back for the palace. I'm trying to, but they won't let me in. So now what are we doing here? Let's not meet with foreigners. How do I do this? There it is. Meet King. Okay, here's a letter. Glad to get that done. Let's get the heck out of here. Well, hold on a second. What's the market look like? If I had crates of gold... Whoa! No, that's not a good place to sell gold. What have you got for sale, though? Artwork? Firearms? Firearms, that's a good price for firearms. Huh. Curious. But fine. I'm out of here. Take the firearms down, buy gold, come back up. It's a good trade route. Sailing. Ooh, gosh. Let's transfer at least. Transfer men. Here we go. What do you think would be a good number here? 90? 90? Let's see. 90. 89. Ah, nuts. Oh yeah, no, that's correct. Yeah, 99, 90, 89. That's good. Let's go. If I'm gonna recruit men, I'm gonna do it in Lisbon. So here's another tip. The happiness and support of your country in the port is correlative. It correlates to the amount of guys you hire in the inn. So if I were to try to hire, let's just say I spent 1,000 here in Istanbul, and they hate me, it might say, oh, well, you've got, 11 guys or 15 guys to join. But if you do that in Lisbon, it's going to say 45. Alright, there's another ship. Let's just sink them all. Well, let's go get them. I mean, these ridiculous little fleets have got to go. So, whomever we can hit. Come on. There it is. Battle. This one. Yes. Yeah. Sure you will. Alright. That's a wait. 2, 3. Nope. Okay. Up. Nope. 1. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. There it is. There's a shot. So my guys are doing about 30 points per shot, which is pretty nice. Alright, hit him with the rear guns. And this should actually be Jose's ship right here. Yep. Okay, galleon down. Got a little gold. Let's see what he had. A little lumber, a little food, and a little water. Alright, let's get that next ship. Hand over your goods, and that's all there is to it. Hand over your goods. Open fire. Alright, send him down. Down to the bottom. And a candlestick. Interesting. Alright, what do we got? More food and more lumber, but no reserve goods. Curious. At any rate, we're out of here. Cleaned up the sea. It's been a pretty fruitful half hour. We're getting a lot done. Let's go ahead and distribute. Otherwise, we're just basically throwing the money away. We got all that gold in the hold. Distribute. Marcos. And Roberto's. These guys are working. They're working guys. They deserve a little bit of a wage. Get those guys some money. Turn the ship in a slightly different direction. Head straight south. Pull into port. So, it's not a random. Every game that I've ever played, when I pull into Alexandria, it's expensive. You just gotta bring goods here and bring that market down. I'm gonna sell. I'll sell the gold. 39. Let's do that. Let's catch the latest news at the end. Tip. King. Oh, I have to go back and talk to the king again. Okay. Well, let's get some more men back. What is this? How many would be left? 10? Okay. 91-2. 91-2. 2. 2 and 92. Here we go. Alright. Let's jump on the ship. We'll go talk to the king. And that way the king can do his job of being like, hey, I keep hearing about this guy, Sirius, and I need to get him back in here and give him a bigger rank. But first you gotta do this another thing. So let's go get that underway. The very last part of this game, the end game, will be the princess gets kidnapped by some pirate or some Turkish warships, and the king tells me to go rescue her, and that is your last one. You go rescue her. Bring her back to the castle. Pretty cool. Manpower is good. 92 sailors per ship. I just like it because it's a round number. Maybe 160 crew would be better, but that would make the math harder. When you're dealing with food, water, goods. 100 of each is just really easy. Does anybody remember what max cargo on a standard galleon is? Like a used one? You can also win the game with galleons. You don't have to use heavy galleons. I just thought it was fun to go get them, especially when you can build a new one for 21k right there toward the end. Oh, what do we got here? Just trade ships. I wonder if he'll still say that gold still is best price sold in Alexandria. Let's see. Let's see, is he still here? No, he's gone. Oh, maybe that's him. Yeah, let me ask him. Let me ask him if that's still the best price on gold. Trebizond. Okay. Well, that's a Turkish fleet. That's a Turkish port, so I'm not going to Trebizond. That's over by Azov. That's one of those gruff ports just north of Istanbul. Not interested in traveling that far. Still headed straight up. Gotta talk to the king. Gotta get that new rank. What's the current rank? Let's take a look. Info? Mates? Self? Current rank is Baron. Baronet. Okay. It's just like in the workplace. There's no rules to it. If they want to make you a manager, they'll make you a manager. They'll give you the rank. Debark, port call. Back in Lisbon. Alright, let's go talk to the king. New title. Savings. Deposit. See, I haven't even been trying to make money, and it's just happening. Where to now, though? Luigi's going toward Trebizond. What else? Tell me about the pirates. Seville. Scurvy dog is in pursuit of Portuguese ships. Well, come get me. Oh, I gave all my money away. How much do you think gold sells for in Valencia? Want to take a quick trip? King doesn't want to talk to me yet, so I'd say we stay close by. Got 34 days. Trebizond. There's nothing in Trebizond. That's so far out there. Master Blaster runs Watertown. Alright, we'll stay local real quick. I'm gonna give the king just a couple of days, and then we'll know more. Alexandria is still a good price on gold, but there's nothing to buy there. So I'll make the trip if I have to. Sailing experience is always a good thing. So that's a question. Have any of you guys ever done that trick where you just have super low amount of crew, maybe right after a battle or something? You go ashore, you fix your ships with the lumber and everything. Your ships are back up to tip-top perfect shape, but your crews are still really low. You've got like 20, 30 men per ship, and you just point the ship into the coastline, let it roll for 100 days, because you've got 100 days worth of sail times. So you still have all this food and water, but you don't have a lot of crew, just so you can capture that sail XP. You ever done that? Can't be the only one. If Scurvy Dog is looking for any Portuguese ships, here I am. Here I am, Scurvy Dog. When they're searching for you, when a fleet's hunting for you, you'll see them pop in the screen. They'll just pop in and pop out. And if you don't pay attention to them and you keep sailing, they'll continuously, throughout your entire journey, pop in and pop out. They'll keep up with you. You won't be able to escape. They'll always be tracking you. Trebizond, huh? You guys want to go to Trebizond? I'll go to Trebizond. I've got the time. I'll go to Trebizond. Got 33 days worth of food. I can go ashore if I need to. I'll show you. I'll show you that we can't get into Trebizond. Some gruff-looking soldiers will make it so. We'll try. I'm going to save the game beforehand for sure, because I don't think we're going to be able to get there. However, who was it who was going there? Luigi was going to Trebizond? Giacomo, one of them? If the Spanish fleets are going to Trebizond, maybe Spanish dollars being dumped into that port. If a fleet becomes aligned with Spain, then I don't have any problem getting into it. It was just because it was initially allied with Turkey that I had a problem. Alright, boom, bam, boom. Just rocking back and forth right through this little strait. Not seeing any Turkish ships pulling in and out of the capital here. Constantinople. Istanbul used to be Constantinople, right? That should be Trebizond. Look, inspect. Down here, down. Trebizond. Ridiculousness is what it is. Ridiculousond. Alright, here we go. We're gonna save. Yes. Not gonna quit. And I'm gonna debark port call. Let's go find out. Let's go find out how gruff this port is. Some gruff-looking soldiers. Ooh, we got in. We got in, boys. Well, let's find out. Sell. Sell what Miguel's got, which is gold. 47 is good. Boom. Nice. 1250. Good price. And then what? What's happening here? No mates. Okay. It's really just a little out of the way nowhere port. View? Port. Oh yeah, Spain took it. Very cool. That's why I'm able to get in. That is why I'm able to get in. What are they selling here in Trebizond? Oop, not that one. Misclick. My bad. Buy? I was buying for the dragon. What would I buy? Cloth, cotton. All garbage. I'm not buying any of this trash. I'm out of here. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Sale. 16 days? I got more than that. If I need to, I can pull up and get water. I should have restocked a little water while I was here, but I was too anxious to get out. I thought it was great. It was such a fun little giddy giggle. I called it, though, didn't I? That they're allying with Spain. Said, yeah, if Turkey doesn't control it anymore, I can get in there. That makes sense. Turkish dollars. Turkish dollars are powerful. Or Spanish dollars. Spanish dollars are powerful. Who is this? Who is right on top of me? Oh, a dogo. Right on. Well, now, is it still the best place? Negotiate. Still. Best sold in Trebizond. Alright. Well, let's distribute. Just keep going. Keep it going. Just keep paying those guys. Jeez, Miguel, what the heck? I've given him like 1,000 every 2 weeks, and he's just mad about it. Whoops. That is if you wanted to change the rations. You can go down to half rations. It helps decrease the attrition rate of your men who are dying or abandoning your fleet. I've never used it. I mean, you can, but I'd rather use the go ashore trick. So, distribute, Marco. Marco's a good guy, he never gives me any trouble. And distribute to Roberto. 97. I'll give those guys another 1,000. I'm getting really annoyed about they're losing loyalty from me. Keep that loyalty up. Silly willies. There we go. Better be thankful. Good old Trebizond. You think the king is looking for us yet? There's a good chance he is. I'm sure somewhere online there's a walkthrough that tells you at what fame levels the king will be requesting you to come through. I never tracked it that hard. I just happened to notice that if you do a mission for the king, you go out and sink a few fleets, all of a sudden he wants to talk to you again. So it didn't take a lot. Alright, we're sailing back now. We're heading back to Lisbon. Back to the home port. We're keeping an eye out, though. Anything pops up, we're going to view it. Alright, moving. Sicily? Where are we at? 9 days? I wonder if I could make it in 9 days. That's curious. It's a fun challenge. I think I'm just under... I think it would probably take closer to 10 days. But let's see. Let's see. It's a fun challenge. Oh, with the ship moving that speed, you don't have to worry too much about it. Valencia? Where are we at? 7 days? A little burst of speed is helpful. 1, 2, and moving. Speed burst. That would be cool if there was a... I wouldn't say magic, but if there was a way to give yourself a burst of speed, like a wind gust or something, or you know what else? Like, what if you could run into stuff other than fleets? What if you could run into, like, a kraken? I know that's not realistic, and this game does try its best to be on the realistic side, so I suppose that would be a little ridiculous. But it would be a lot of fun to run into a sea monster and have to fight that. One, two. Go. We're sailing up around. The ships actually perform better than I thought they would. Where are we at? 2 days? Perfect. And 1. Go. Alright. We're going to debark, port call, go ashore. Or port call. Not gonna go ashore. We're right here. We're in our target. In our destination. Let's go see what the king wants. Doesn't want to see me yet. Okay. That means we gotta go sink some guys. In that case, let's withdraw. Change my mind. Give me 49k. Let's outfit our ships appropriately. Food and water. Restock. Food. Which one's the food ship gonna be? Still Robert's ship? Fine. Marco's ship? Can do. And water. The dragon? Sure. And Miguel's ship. Okay. So how about a stop at the inn? I can stop at the inn. That's fine. Someone's looking for me in Naples. Got it. Let's go. Let's go see what they want to say. Sometimes when you get there, they'll say, "Oh, well, the pirate Singleton is harassing me. I need you to go out there and get him." So deposit 36k. Let's go find out what they're talking about. 65 days sail time. No problem. This will be our last mission for now, for part 8. Go find out what's happening in Naples. Maybe sell in Trebizond, and then come back. Maybe sell. Let's see. How long do you think it'll take us to get there? Well, we got here in 8 days. I'd say it'll take us 10 days. 10 days to get to Naples. Well, not at this speed. Sheesh. It might be 11 days at this speed. But I'm keeping my hand on the button, because I'm going to whip out that telescope as soon as I see another fleet. We'll do the inspection. I definitely don't like having to ride with a half-empty purse, because I'm afraid of who I'm going to run into. As in, I need a place to put the money that I take off them. Nope, there's a ship. It's probably Spanish merchants, but let's make sure. Yep, that's a Delgo. Okay, moving. If Trebizond is Spanish now, I got no problem going there to get a good price on that gold. I've still got a whole cargo full. 800 crates in the one ship, and I haven't even finished selling the stuff on the other ship. So yeah, it's worth it to sell for that super high price. Who's that? That telescope out there. It's probably Giacomo. Luigi. It's one of them. That's fine. If we talk to him, he'll confirm what the best price still is on the gold, and that'll be a nice thing to know. Let's see. he's right on top of me. Let's talk to him. If you're in this position and you negotiate with a pirate, they will attack you. Just FYI. Instant attack. 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're on our way to Naples. Go find it. By the way, I am not handing my gold over if he says I'm looking for gold. You're gonna keep looking then. That's a loophole, that's a trouble in the game, is that, let's just say that if you had nothing on your ship, and you pull in, the guy says, I've been looking everywhere for gold, could you get 4 crates for me? Okay. But, if you pull in and you have the gold on your ship, 800 crates of gold, he'll say, I've been looking everywhere for gold, I need you to get, what you have on your ships isn't enough, I will take this, and I need 4 more. And that's when you say, get the heck out, I'm not giving you thousands of dollars worth of gold. It's just the way it is. It's fine, it's easier to say it to a merchant, but when the king asks for it, it's a big pain in the butt. Here we are at Naples. Now, he probably wants to talk to me, the merchant guy. But here I am. It's not the merchant guy. Well, who is it? Is it the inn? No, it's not the inn. Maybe they changed it on me. This guy? No. It's so weird. Alright. It was a goose chase. The target has changed, but they're not telling me exactly what the new target is yet. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to go down to I'm going to go to Trebizond and sell the gold. And then I'll check the inn in Trebizond. And then I'll know on my way back where I need to stop. P.S. I wonder what the sale price in Alexandria is. Gold. Is it worth it? It might be worth it just to sell right here in Alexandria. Sooner or later, the sale price isn't going to be big enough to warrant the trip. But I suppose I can take a pass by Istanbul and sink any Turkish ships that I happen to see along the way. Multitasking. It's really the key to any manager. A pirate captain of a privateer fleet really needs to manage his resources well. Alright, let's keep going. We'll keep our eyes out. Keeping our eyes peeled. Gosh, the ships are moving sluggishly slow. Right, Alexandria's right down there, but we're only 3 screens away from Trebizond, so let's do it. Okay. One thing that you will notice about this game, and it's really interesting, is that if you sail north... Whoop, who's that? It's probably the Spanish guy. Omar. Turkish warships. I mean, that's right up my alley. Me and Omar. Let's do this, buddy. Stay right on him. Battle. Yeah. This is where I see to your death. I don't think so, Omar. I don't think so, sir. Oh, I've got initiative? Even more amazing. Alright, so... rotate ship. Move to fire. And I think I'll just sink him early and fast. Sometimes you'll find yourself sinking these ships just because... quickly, just because you don't want to deal with the repairs and the restocking of men. So you don't even want to get hit. It's funny, though. Smaller ship. That's my flagship. We may not be able to sink this guy, honestly. Marco? Oh, yeah, Marco's got him. That should put 30 on him. Oh, no, we missed! Oh. Ooh. Shenanigans. Alright. Well, in that case, open fire. We'll just open up and sink a whole ton of ships then. Better run. Culverins. It'll be minimal damage. It won't even break 80. Yeah. More culverins. Won't break 75. 76, let's say that. Oh, 75. Alright. Down. Back up. Take your shot. The rear guns. See, Miguel could have got it for 30 points. Alright, send him down. Now what? 60 and 70? Is this Jose's ship? It is. You know what? Oh no, I messed up. Gosh, sink it. I wanted to turn Jose's ship so he could take that shot, but I accidentally pressed the B button, which is to cancel that ship's maneuver for that turn. At any rate, here we go. Wow, that's a lot of money. 21k. I was on my way to Trebizond to blow money. Alright, give me the lumber. Check your food ships. Reload. Dragon. Hold that water on board. Cool. Now we've taken a little bit of fire, so debark, go ashore. Right here, yes. And then fix. Use the lumber that we got in order to fix up that ship. Which really took a little bit of a punch, didn't it? Look at that. Alright, repairs are finished. Say yes. And now we're going to order distribute. Just hand out that money again because we're going to Trebizond right now. Give them a whole bunch of money. Just keep dumping it into their hands. Every time you get to a fight, these guys just want more money. Berto? Yeah, wow. I find it also fun that you can cast anchor. I've played so many games where I've never cast anchor. I mean, there are functions in this game that you'll never use. Alright. Getting ready to go down to Trebizond, and I am going to dump more money into their hands again. They're just overloaded with cash. Way too much cash. 2,000 apiece should do it. I really wish you could give the money to them faster. More than 1,000 at a time. Do you think they did that in order to avoid you accidentally just misclicking and giving them way too much? Did I give Marco double? I don't know. Just give it to him again. I'm kind of in the zone now. I'm just spacing out. I just am repeatedly just handing money over. If I look, has that had any effect on my charisma? Info, mates, yourself? Charisma's at 79, that's not bad. You see, all the skills have gone up. So your skills increase. Go ahead and give him some more money, I don't care. Give it all to him. Roberto's a little greedy guy. Both of them. Alright, debark, port call. Trebizond. We made it. How about a stop at the inn? Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. How about we sell a little bit left that's on this ship. Boom, 28k. And now I'm going to look at what's happening on this ship. Wow. Fully stocked again. So let's go over here and see what the inn has to say. The king is looking for you. Ah, now I see. Okay. Did we get into a sword fight at all? Yes, we did. Okay. 90. 90. 90. Have you guys ever played Earthbound in the SNES? Earthbound was a fun game. I really wish somebody would ask me to play Earthbound because I would really enjoy playing that. The other thing you can do on this one is you can do something like this. 90, 1, 2, 3, and 90, 1, 2, 3, and whatever your extras are, like 90, 93, you just put that extra right onto your main flagship because you know your flagship is going to get into it. Your flagship is going to be scrapping with people. They're always targeting your flagship. So if you're going a little light on some of the ships, make sure it's not your flagship that you're going light on. Alright, the king wants to see us, so we're out of here. Just like I thought. A little hop over to Trebizond, sell some gold, and the king changed his mind. Said, you know what, call that guy back. I'm sure sinking Omar helped over there in the strait near Istanbul. I'm sure that helped. Okay. Let's go for it. What do you think his next mission will be? What is the rank now? Info? It was Baronet before. Oh, now I'm just a regular Baron. I'm not a mini Baron. Alright. So what's the next one? Viscount? Viscount, Count, then Duke? Are we close? Oh, another ship. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's a Turkish warship of some sort or another. One ship. Not too concerned with that. Ooh, he got away. Look at him. You know what he was doing. Not gonna wait for him. If he comes back out, that's one thing. I don't expect him to. Here we go. Point the ship toward Lisbon again. This is part 8. Part 8. How many parts do you think this will be? How many hours do you think that this game could typically take if you're doing like a speed run? I mean, this is about as speed run as you could get, I suppose. Sinking ships is the fastest way you could get it done. If you're sailing all over the world looking for crates of junk or whatever. And also, I think the fastest turnover of a rank you can get is if the king says, I need you to deliver this letter to the king of Spain. And then you're like, yeah, you just shoot right down to Spain, Seville and back, and boom, you got your rank. So this one where you go to Turkey, this most recent one, that was quicker, but like you saw, if you're causing trouble, if you're fighting with Turkey, yeah, it's not easy to get into there. In fact, if they don't let you in, then you can't advance. Just basically got to go back and say, listen man, I can't make it in. They won't let me into the palace. Because His Majesty does not meet with foreigners. Which is bogus, it's all BS. Of course he meets with foreigners, he just doesn't want to meet with you. He doesn't want to meet with a Portuguese guy. Because you're sinking the ships. You're a ship sinker. One, two, straight up. I don't expect to run into any fleets along the way. Alright. Right into the home port. Port call. Perfect timing. Okay. Let's go talk to the king. Meet king. Akbar from Turkey is wreaking havoc. Yes, I will do that. Savings. Deposit. Not everything. Keep a little bit behind. And let's check the restock situation. Excuse me. Restock. Food. 10 per barrel is a nice place. I'm liking that 10 per barrel. Let's fill that ship for 1600. Let's fill this ship for 4200. water. That's a full water ship right there. You can even throw a little bit right there. Nice. Here's what's next. Where is Akbar? Where is he? Let's tip and find out. Keep tipping. Blacktooth. He's bound for Aiden. You know what that means. That means this fleet has to go all the way around. It has to go all the way around. And we will. We will. Alright. This is where I'm going to pause it, guys. This has been a good run. The very last thing that I'm going to do is withdraw a little bit of cash. Gosh, let me think about this for a second. You know, let's work on this next time. We'll save it here. We'll save it here. This will be a conclusion of part 8. We'll see you again real soon for part 9. Take care, everybody.